Hi guys, I'm just getting my chat set up real quick. That way I can see everybody's chat. See? Right, that's already muted. So hi guys, if you don't know what I'm doing tonight, I am just going to be answering questions about the Bookie box and about this month's box and about next month's box. And I'm also going to be doing a giveaway. I'm going to be doing two giveaways. I'm going to be giving away 2 August boxes. If you don't know, August is our anniversary box, so it is kind of like a special box. And hi guys. And I'm really excited about it. I'm going to be doing some kind of out of the box things that I haven't done before. And the theme for that is War Among Oceans. And I'm really excited about the theme and the art that we did for that box. So, hi everyone. Welcome to the live show. So I'll kind of give everybody a minute to kind of pile in here. If anybody that's here has any questions for me, feel free to ask them because I would love to answer them. And also the way that I'm going to do the giveaway is I'm going to ask a question about the Bookie box, about past boxes, and then I'm going to let you guys answer, and then I'm going to kind of like randomly just either, I don't know if I want to do the first person that answers, because the first person that answers, like, not everybody's time is like matched up right or synced appropriately. So I don't want it to be unfair because some people's will come in earlier than others. Sorry if you can hear my son at the door. My husband's supposed to be keeping them entertained, but go get the Royals blanket out of Bubby's room. What has been your favorite theme you've done this past year? Let me think. I don't know, that's so hard because I have like special feelings for each theme. Like every single theme that I've done has been important or there's been something that I love about it. But I think one of my favorite themes would probably be the mythical creatures box. And that theme, that was such a cool theme. I love doing like mythical creatures and stuff. It's so much fun. What are you reading? I'm actually rereading Twilight right now, which is actually interesting for me. They are doing like I have like the HBO channel, so I've just been like binge watching my HBO subscriptions, and they just came out with all of the Twilight movies, so I decided to reread Twilight and watch the movie after I finish reading it. If you guys get the boxes and you've gotten the boxes a lot, I would love to hear what your favorite theme was that I've had so far. Also, I really want to know like everybody's favorite items that they get in the boxes because, you know, obviously I want to keep doing the most popular items. I'm actually kind of like in a little bit of a reading slump. So I'm trying to like read some out of the box things that I haven't read in a while that I've loved, or just like rereading things, which generally I don't reread things, but I just love Twilight and I haven't read it since I was in high school. So I was like, this one might be a good one. I know I'll love it because I've read it and I loved it. And I haven't read it in so long, I won't remember what happened. So that's kind of what I got that from. So I will do a giveaway kind of towards the beginning. That way some people don't miss out on it that can't stay the whole time. And then I'll do a giveaway towards the end. Hi. I'm going to look real quick here at something. No. Okay. What you drinking and what's the mug? I'm drinking coffee. I know it's like crazy late, but I stay up really late, especially now because I'm packing Bookie boxes and trying to get all the last minute details done. So I stay up till like 2 o'clock in the morning after everybody goes to sleep. And so this is one of the mugs that I included in one of the Bookie boxes. I can't even remember which one it was. I want to say, was it January's box? I included it in either January or February's box, but it says Court of Dreams on it. And my favorite theme so far was Fierce Warrior Woman. Yeah, that was one of my favorites. That was my first box, right? Yeah, that was my first box. No, no, it wasn't my first box. I can't even remember. It's been a whole year. That's 12 themes, 12 boxes. That's crazy. Coffee 24/7. LOL, me at least. Yeah, for me too. My husband, if I'm like watching a movie and somebody says coffee, I'm like, I need coffee. It'll be like 10 o'clock at night. My husband's like, you don't need coffee. I love mugs. That's why I put a lot of mugs in my boxes just because that's one of my favorite things to get in boxes. So I'm like, well, I just get so excited. The only problem with mugs is that it's so hard with the way that USPS handles the boxes and stuff is I get a lot of broken mugs. Sorry about that, guys. I My internet has been acting up so bad lately, and so um, I might cut out. That's why I had to push this back. I originally planned on doing it on Wednesday, and then I was having internet issues, and I don't know why it's cutting out now. But anyway, I'm so sorry, guys. So what was I answering? Favorite part of the process of starting the Bookie Box? Honestly, starting the Bookie Box was super stressful, but then once I started it and it took off, like there were so many cool things. Honestly, like my favorite thing about the Bookie Box is watching unboxings and like seeing everybody's reaction. And when you first start, you have this panic, like what if people don't like what I'm doing or they don't like what I'm putting together? And then you start seeing people open these boxes that you've put so much thought into and they love them, and it's just like such an exciting thing to see and to hear people responding well to something you put so much work into. All right. I like stationary items, notepads, pencils, enamel pins. That's so cool because I don't actually like getting those things in my box. So it's so funny to see like everybody's different opinions about what they like to get in boxes. So that's good to know because I'll do some more of that. I do like getting notepads though, like more paper the better. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Oh, yes, coffee. February's box. Yeah, February's box, I love that one too because we had the Happy Piranha candle in there, and that I loved that candle, and I loved the artwork that they did on it. It was so incredible. I'm glad you guys love mugs. I'm gonna just keep doing lots of mugs then. I was starting to feel like maybe I was oversaturating the boxes with mugs, and people were gonna not like that, but I'd love to see that everybody loves getting mugs. Hi, Rumi. Okay, so I do want to do kind of like our first giveaway. So basically, I'm just going to ask a question and then you guys can answer. And how am I gonna do it? I'm gonna put a number in my phone, and then that number of the person that answers on my list of questions over here, that's gonna be the winner of the first box that I'm gonna give away. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and type in a number into my notes. And then I'll put my phone down and then I won't pick it up until after you guys answer. Okay. So the first question is, what was the book in the January bookie box? So now I'm just gonna wait until you guys answer. It is a little bit of like lagged behind, so it'll take me a minute to actually see your guys' answers. No, it wasn't Keeper. Oh, and it's gonna be the fourth person to answer correctly. Oh crap, I just told you the number. Oh, okay. Sorry. It'll be the fourth person to answer correctly on my screen will actually be the winner. Sorry, that didn't work out how I wanted it to. While I wait for those answers to come in, I'll kind of just talk about something else. That is so sweet, Sabrina. She said, honestly, love your box more though, because it's not like every other subscription. I love that. Mindy said, A Conspiracy of Stars. Okay, guys, so I'm actually gonna give it to Mindy because I accidentally already said the number and she answered first. So I'm gonna give the first box to Mindy, and next round, hopefully, I'll be able to not say the number of who's gonna win. But Mindy, you won the first box, so please send me an email at thatbookie@gmail.com and with your shipping address and your name. And then when the August boxes go out, then you will be getting an August box. And and if you are subscribed and you win one of these boxes, then you will be getting your August box for free. And if you've already paid for your August box, then you will get a refund for it. So, but if not, then I will put a credit on your account. Thank you, Mindy. I'm so glad that you love them. I hope that you will love the August box. It's going to be a very special box. And all these questions that I'm going to ask will be coming from the, from like questions from my bookie box. So if do you guys have any other questions for me? I'd love to answer some more questions that are anything related. So Mindy, since you get the small box, I'll just upgrade you to the bigger box and then I'll refund you for the small box. Or I will credit your account if you haven't paid yet for the August box. But yeah, I would love to answer some more questions. It can be anything. It could be about how I do the boxes or anything like that. I might actually give away 3 boxes. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how things go. How did you get the capital to start the bookie box? Is that too businessy? And no, I would love to answer that question for you guys. So, my husband was a chiropractic assistant slash owner at a chiropractic clinic for a while, and we were making really good money, and we built a really big savings. And I decided that I really wanted to do the Bookie box, and my husband was all for it and supporting me. And we took out basically all of our savings to start the Bookie box, which was a very good investment. Um, it cost me around, I want to say, about $6,000 to start the Bookie box, and I ended up putting money. I didn't actually make a profit, and I was putting more money into the box the first couple months that I had the box. So that was crazy. And especially because shortly after that, the clinic that my husband was helping manage closed down. So then he lost that income and he had to find a different job. So then we were both waitressing at the time. And then so we were trying to make ends meet with that. And it was crazy. It was a crazy time. Decided to start that business at the craziest time. And um, all of that happened right after I started the Bookie Box. So it was actually perfect timing because probably if that would have happened before I started the Bookie Box, I wouldn't have ended up starting it because we would have needed our savings. So my husband has been amazing throughout this whole process and has really pushed me to fulfill my dreams. So that's really awesome. How did you create the Bookie Box design? I do graphic design, so I did all of that myself. The first box that was just the plain orange box was a little different because I had designed it, but I couldn't do my full like graphic design effect stuff on it because I could only do two colors, which was orange and white, because of the way that the boxes were. And there wasn't a company that did lower costs for bigger amounts whenever you do like the watercolor stuff. So that was disappointing at the time, but I ended up finding a company when I switched boxes that does it for the same price as the other company, but they let you do whatever amount of colors you want, and it's great. And I love the new boxes. I think that they turned out really good. And how do you go about approaching authors to include their books? So I actually go through publishers and they send me ARCs and then I read the books. They'll usually send me a catalog and I'll tell them which books I'm interested in and they'll send them to me and I get to read them beforehand. And then once I read them and whichever ones I like, then I'll decide which ones I'm putting in the Bookie box and then I'll tell them which ones I want. So I can do it that way. Or I can contact the author myself, which usually will be through email or through Instagram or something like that. And usually because I'm a book box, then I'll get through to their publisher, or it just depends on the person and the author and like how they're published too. Yeah, my husband is really amazing. He's been so supportive through all of the Bookie Box stuff and through my candle business and all of that. He has been on board for all of it. So, is there going to be an item in this box that you haven't put in any other box? Are you talking about the July box or the August box? Because the answer is yes for both boxes. There's definitely going to be a new item that I've never included in both boxes, the July box and the August box. The July box is actually going to have two items that I haven't ever included before. And also the July box has a book that you guys will be getting a week before it's actually published. So that's really exciting. I talked to the publisher and they allowed me to do that, which they don't always allow book boxes to do, but they got in contact with the author and made sure it was okay. And that was something that was really awesome. And I'm really excited for you guys to get that book. And it is a traditionally published book and everything too. Hey, Whitney. Marlena says, have you thought about doing more than one item, like a YA box, a fantasy box? I have, but like I do the big box now and the small box now, and I also do a candle box. And those having like that many types of boxes is hard because especially when they include different things in them, because it's already so much with just me as one person. I think once I start having to hire people on to help me with the bookie box, then it'll be a different story because I'll have different people doing different things and I'll be able to do that. But as of right now, it's not something that I'm going to take on because I am doing the bookie box and I have 3 different boxes already. And then I also do the candle business and I have 3 kids. And so it's like a lot. But once I start hiring people on, then I plan on doing some more of that in different kinds of boxes. I want to do an adult box for sure. That'll be coming I'll probably actually do that in the next couple months, add on an adult box because especially like for me, I've started branching out into more some adult fiction. So I want to do that. I would love to do a romance box too and a contemporary box because I think my box is more focused around fantasy as of right now. I've only had 1 contemporary book in the last 12 boxes. So that's crazy. And I love contemporary. I just feel more drawn to fantasy. And so when I read the books to go into the boxes, I tend to find that my favorite out of the bunch is fantasy. So then I pick fantasy for the box. How long will you be on for tonight? I won't be on for too long, maybe till 8:45 or 9 because my time. Central Time because my husband has to work tomorrow. So he's going to be going to bed and I'm in my room right now. So he's going to need the room to go to sleep. What's your favorite book you've read so far this year? Oh my gosh. The first one that comes to my mind, because I have so many favorite books, but the one that comes to my mind is Lifelike. I just read that one the end of last month and loved it. I loved that one. And I also loved Girl Wash Your Face, which is a recommendation by one of my friends. And that one was so awesome. What coming up release you most looking forward to? There's one that I'm considering for one of the boxes, so I can't tell you that one because that would give it away. But one that I really want to read because I have a lot of arcs for upcoming books, so I already have some of them. I'll show you guys so you can see which one it is. It won't be in the box, so that gives it away a little bit. But where is it? Okay, so it's called The Tomb. And to me, this sounds a lot like the movie The Passenger, but I'm still really excited to read it. It's about 2 friends who wake up on this ship and they were supposed to not wake up until they got to the planet that they were going to. And then they have to kind of like navigate life on this ship until they figure out how they're going to get to where they're going. And they're the only 2 that wake up. So that sounds a lot like The Passenger. And I didn't realize it till after I was reading it to my husband. He was like, doesn't that sound like a movie that we've seen? But it still sounds really good and it's not very long. So this is one I'm really excited for. And this one comes out in September. How long do you know what book is going to be in the box in advance? That just depends on me and my reading speed. And I mean, it really depends. Sometimes I don't know until like a month before, which is way late. Like I really shouldn't wait that long. But usually I know, like I have to know the book before I pick the theme. So I definitely know beforehand. But some books, like I already have my book planned for like December and November and October. Those are all planned already. So it just really depends. Sorry if you can hear my kids yelling at each other. Your boxes are always so amazing. You put so much thought and consideration in it. I would love a romance box, by the way, my favorite genre. Oh, thanks, Nicole. What book has made you cry the most? Ooh. Oh my gosh. What book has made me cry? I don't usually cry. One that made me cry was Loving Mr. Daniels, which is a romance book. And oh, it was so good. It was just this part in it, and it was so good, and it made me cry. And I don't usually cry, so I knew it was good. I knew I loved that book when it made me cry because I just got so emotional. I can't wait to read Lifelike. Seriously, it is so good. I loved it so much. So definitely read it because I cannot recommend that book enough. I saw somebody, another booktuber, DNF it and just say that they like weren't interested in it at all. I'm like, no, like no, don't. Like they weren't even gonna read it. They had no interest in reading it. And I was like, but you know, everybody has their different opinions on books, and that's okay. Everyone is talking about Life like I'm so excited to get my hands on it. Oh my gosh, do it. It's so good. I loved it. I didn't expect to love it as much as I did. I didn't think, like, I read the back of it and was like, oh, this sounds good, but I didn't think I was going to love it. But it is Jay Kristoff too, and I love everything I've read by Jay Kristoff. So, oh my gosh, yes, I know. Yeah, the ending was nuts. Amanda Bauer says, have you ever considered about going to BookCon? Yes, and I will actually be going to Y'all Fest this year, which is in November. So BookCon is in June, I believe. And I was going to go, but then I had some family stuff happen and wasn't able to go to BookCon. But I am going to be at Y'all Fest in November. Me and my husband will be there. So definitely come say hi if you're there. The tomb sounds really interesting, doesn't it? It does. And this cover just, oh, and I love spacey stuff. It's just awesome. It's cool. My kid is screaming about butts while watching YouTube Kids. Yeah, I can relate. I can definitely relate. Hi, first time on the live stream. Welcome. Who's your favorite resident of Stanwich, Connecticut, the fictional town created by Morgan Matson in all her books? I don't think I've ever read a Morgan Matson book. What are the titles of those books? My son is so grumpy. Sorry, guys. Loving sci-fi lately. I love sci-fi books. I don't know, like I didn't read a lot of sci-fi before I started like doing booktube and stuff, and then I started getting a lot of recommendations for sci-fi books and just loved them. Were there any books that made you change your mind about an author you previously didn't like? Hopefully you guys can still see me. Okay, sorry guys, sorry about that. Okay, so definitely Lee Bardugo, because I had read Six of Crows, and I know, I'm sorry guys, I know this is a very loved book, but um, but I didn't like Six of Crows. Well, I can't really say that because I didn't finish Six of Crows. I read half of it and then DNF'd it. But like as far as I watched it, or as far as I watched it, as far as I read it, I didn't really care for it, so I DNF'd it. And then I was kind of iffy about Lee Bardugo, and then I read the Grisha trilogy. I read the first one and Shadow and Bone and loved it, and then I was like, okay, I definitely like, my mind has changed about Lee Bardugo. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about the screen going black, and my connection is so bad. I don't know what it's doing. Worst YA contemporary book you've ever read? I feel like I've read one recently that I didn't like. I didn't like, I didn't really care for, what was it? What is that book called? One of Us is Lying, that's what it is. And it's like where one of the friends dies and they have to kind of like they're trying to figure out who killed the friend or how the friend died or whatever. And I didn't really care for it as much as I thought I would. Favorite ARCs advanced reading copies of 2018 so far? I'll show you a few. Let me find them. Are these ones that have already been released or ones that haven't yet been released or both? I haven't read Grace and Fury yet. I definitely really want to read that one. And thank you. Thank you, Robin. I actually just changed it a couple days ago. I was getting tired of the orange because I feel like it kind of makes me washed out. Okay, so my favorite ones so far this year are Heart of Thorns by this is by Bree Barton, and she actually has a YouTube channel, so you should check her out. This is published by HarperCollins, and this one comes out. It might have already come out this month, but and the next one is In Another Time by Caroline Leach, and she actually wrote another book last year that came out that was also a historical fiction book, and I really enjoyed that one too. Casey says, I love that book, LOL, but I love books that go from one character's point of view to another. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad that you liked it. I didn't hate that book. That's probably just the least. I don't actually have a book that is a contemporary book that I just like I didn't like it got less than a 3-star rating for me. That's just probably the one that I've read in the last like 2 years that I just didn't really like that much. I liked it, but I didn't like it that much, if that makes sense. Right, yeah. It's like a companion to Wait for Me. Yeah. That's the one that I read last year. Where is it? I have all my books like color coordinated and I can't find anything. It's so frustrating. I love the look of the color coordinated. Like I've got my pink books and my actually my blue books are down here, but these were for Instagram pictures and then all my black ones. And I love how they look, but I can never find anything. Nothing. So that's frustrating. What do you guys think I should do with my bookshelves next? Do you think I should keep them in color coordinated? Oh my gosh, my kids. Color coordinated, or should I do like by series? Or what do you guys think? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And then I'll probably do another giveaway here soon because my kids are being rowdy and I should probably like wrap things up here in the next couple of minutes. Let me kind of look and see what I want to ask next. I had mine alphabetized by author for a long time, and I actually really liked it. It was super easy to find all of my books. I just didn't. I did mine like because I like all my hardback books and my paperback books to be together. Normally, I don't have them like that now, but normally that's how I like to do it. So I did all my hardback ones in alphabetical order. I'm sorry, guys, that my thing keeps coming off. I'm so sorry. Um, but let's see. Can I suggest you do a recommendation video for your favorite fantasy at the end of the year? Of course, I would love to do a recommendations video of my favorite fantasy books. I will definitely do that. I'll put that on my to-do videos. Um, I love Rainbow, but by series is also great. Yeah, I definitely agree on that. Stupid connection. Okay, I see that I'm connected now again. Okay, so, ooh, I've always organized my shelves by the last. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask the last question because I'm gonna have to jump off here because my baby is wanting mom, and so I'm gonna have to jump off. But okay, so my question is, and I'm going to put a number, and that person that answers correctly will be winning the one of the August boxes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the number here. And okay. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and do the first person that answers correctly will be the winner. So, what is the candle from the October 2017 Bookie box? Book of Dust keeps catching my eye behind you. Is that a Philip Pullman book? Yes, it is. Where is it at? Here it is. Ah, yes, it is. And I haven't read it yet, but I'm really excited to read it. One of my friends was talking about it on her channel, and so I picked it up like immediately. And I definitely cannot wait to read it because this one is like a different point of view of the story, or it's like a prequel to the story. I can't remember, but Tiffany, you are the winner. Yes, it was the Hogwarts in Autumn candle. So I will have you email me your address. My email is thatbookie@gmail.com. And yeah, you're the winner. If you already get the box, then I will refund you for the August box if you've already paid for it. If you haven't, then I will give you credit on your account. So that was one of my favorite candles. So that's why I picked it. Is Carval basically the YA version of the Night Circus? I would say kind of, but it doesn't have like quite as much romance. But bye, Terrell. Thank you for joining. So, Tiffany, make sure that you email me with your address and your first and last name for shipping. And that box will ship out at the end of August whenever we ship out the August boxes. Also, if you guys are getting the July box, I did want to mention on here that I am doing, that those boxes will be going out a little bit later because of when the book is published. I cannot ship them out until starting on the 27th. So boxes will be shipping out. I'm aiming to get all of them shipped out on the 27th, have them all ready to go on the 27th. Robin, if you get paid on August 3rd, then I would suggest getting the September box because all of the August boxes are not going to be on sale anymore on August 3rd. They are actually almost sold out. I only have like 2 August boxes left. So Mindy said, bye. Thank you again for everything you do to make your box special for us. You're very welcome. Thank you so much for saying that. The reading corner. There's also the mystery boxes. Yes, I do have a few mystery boxes left as well. I have just a couple mystery boxes left as well, but those ones are already, all of the boxes I have are already ready to be shipped out. Like they're packaged up and ready to be shipped out. I think I have two newer orders that I need to get those out on Monday, and I'm really excited to get those out to you guys. You're very welcome. Does anybody else have any last minute questions for me? I'm probably going to go ahead and jump off. I do want to say thank you to everybody for joining me tonight, and I hope that the two people that won the boxes will love them. You're my favorite booktube. You got me excited about reading, and oh, that's so sweet. Thank you for saying that. That makes me so happy. I've never had anybody say that to me before. That makes me so happy. Casey said, I can't wait to get my first Bookie box. I can't wait for you to get your first Bookie box. Are you getting the July or the August box? And you're very welcome. I'm glad that you liked it. I'll probably be doing these once or twice a month. I probably will start doing unboxings, like live unboxings as well. Also, like, I don't know if you guys are interested in like writing, but me and my friend Ben Sanders over at Ben Sanders, we do live shows over on his channel where we do write-ins, where we do writing sprints and we kind of just chit chat on there, and that's super fun. So if you guys haven't already, go check out Ben's channel because he's amazing and he always has really great advice, and he has a really great booktube channel too, and he talks about some really great books as well. And if you notice, if you go to his channel, he has a ton of my candles like on his bookshelves, which I always am so fangirl about. Can we get a hint about future boxes? Oh, I don't know. I need to think of something. Let's see. Um, I have something in mind that I kind of want to give away. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys this, and it's super exciting. I This is kind of a loose plan. It is something that I'm really hoping I get a for sure yes on soon, but I am planning on, like I said, this isn't set in stone, but for the August box, I want to put in a blanket for the box. So there is a hint. That's not really a hint, that's like a giveaway, but it's something that I'm super excited for. Again, this is something that I am really trying for, but might not happen, but it's like 90% happening. So this was great. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us. Thank you for hosting this. It was so much fun. I'm so glad that you guys thought so. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here. I hope that you guys liked this, and if you did, like, leave a comment, and I'll do it again, or like this live show, and I will do it again. I will definitely be doing another one here next month, and I will let you guys all know. Hopefully, I won't be having internet issues next time, but exactly, I wouldn't need bubble wrap if I did a blanket. That's such a good point. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and jump off, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.